A bit tight in the shoulders, maybe. Welcome to Ndarwe's Museum of Wonder and Antiquities. Normally I'd tell you to avoid touching anything, lest you defile my sanctum, but the necromancers that came in before you have already ruined everything. They are dreadful people. From the Worm Cult, I believe. They destroyed numerous priceless artifacts, ruined decor, killed my employees, then turned my employees into their employees by raising them as undead! I suspect they want to raise the centerpiece of my collection, the Ayleid warlord Kayran. People come here just to see him. Kayran worshipped Daedra and was generally an unpleasant fellow. Excellent as a museum attraction, terrifying as an undead. You have my thanks, stranger, truly. It's paramount that the Ayleid warlord is not raised. I need you to check his body and, if he has returned, deal with him. Of course, apologies. I'm a bit distracted at the moment. My name is Ndarwe. I'm a student of history, an avid collector, and the leader of the Merethic Society. We're a loose group of adventurers who specialize in acquiring antiquities. We'll go anywhere, do almost anything to collect history. Some governments are not so keen on the work we do, so we tend to operate as inconspicuously as possible. This is one of the necromancers. He made 2 mistakes. He had roughly the same height and build as myself, and he turned his back to me. If I can get the blood out, his clothes will make a fantastic disguise.
What a rotten day. The entire Merethic Society collection is stored in these ruins, and the Worm Cult gets to have their way with it all. Every piece the Merethic Society admits into our compilation must have aesthetic or historic significance, and elevate the prestige of the collection as a whole. We leave the archaeologists and the Mages Guild to fawn over potsherds and jewelry.
What's a little extortion among friends? What is that terrible smell?
the Worm Cult. I beg you to stop this. You fools are destroying history with every artifact you desecrate. Thank the moons. We hid our most valuable items before the Worm Cult arrived. But there's no one to retrieve them. Won't be long before they burn this temple down around us. Please, if you can find the artifacts, take them to Orthona, our handler. Good. This map marks where we've hidden them. Recover the relics and get them to Orthona, who will know what to do with them. She should be at the entrance to this ruin. No matter how many of us perish when this day is over, our work must continue.
What's inside? Come on, I'm so curious.
Strike! Now!
Rise, blast you. Why won't you rise? This spell should work on an alien. Attack!
Freedom at last. Where in oblivion am I? Need to find some higher ground. This can't be right. Who are you? You weren't on the excavation team. I am not trying to look like an alien warlord. Wait. Arnanwen, a digger. Indarwe hired me to excavate Rulanyil's fall, and I was digging out some rooms. There was a cave-in. I'm dead, aren't I? I was afraid of that. There was a cave-in, and the next thing I know, I'm on a slab with a necromancer chanting over me. She didn't seem to notice, so I laid still and hoped she'd go away. She stayed for quite a long time. I don't understand. We were looking for an alien warlord to put in Indarwe's historical collection, but we never found one. Please, take me to Indarwe.
Nonwen! What in Oblivion? You look good. And Darway will be thrilled to see you. What's that in your hands there? Seems you've been busy. Let's see what you have here. Ah, very good. I'm glad these survived. You and Delaney have done Tamriel a great service by returning these to us. We'll rebuild the collection. You've done the Society, and by association, all of Tamriel a great favor. Yes? Aidan Durrani was an Altmer folk hero. According to history, he led the Durrani clan of High Rock against the Alessian Order of Cyrodiil. He appears in myths as the last king of a heroic line, a champion in the fight of Mur against Med. Mansell Cesnit ruled Yokuda centuries before the Redguard came to Tamriel. His governance was brief but eventful, laying much of the structural groundwork later Redguard rulers would utilize. The Lost Fleet, or the All Flags Fleet, was an armada sent by the Colovian Emperor Bendu Olo to eliminate the invading Slode. The Slode were defeated, but much of the fleet vanished without a trace. Save this compass.
By the Empyrean light, the worm cult brought his spirit back, didn't they? And you led him here. It's my disguise. Just a way to blend into their ranks before I make my escape. Of course you found Nonwen. What did you think you would find? An alien warlord's body, intact? I looked for years and never found one. But my museum collection needed a centerpiece, and Nonwen was crushed in a cave-in, so I dressed him up. I realized that if the worm cult managed to raise Nonwen, my secret would be known. Which is why I sent you to stop them, for what good that did me. I hope I can trust you to keep your mouth shut.
Did I hear that correctly? You passed me off as an alien warlord?
Don't worry, I paid your family for the body.
You paid my... How long were you going to let people think I was a famous dead person?
You aren't getting any less dead, so somewhere around forever, I think. Look at it this way. Now you're dead and famous.
You mean you're going to keep doing this? Every day?
Oh, yes. I'll have to hire a security staff, I think. We don't want any more surprise necromancers. Now go back to your body. I'll figure out what to do with you later.
This is worse than Oblivion.
If one more bar.
Step up, have a look.
Over here, Initiate.
Selling, buying, selling, trading.
The elf queen. The elf.
Nitras?
Stay vigilant. Pact soldiers were seen on this road only recently. Wherever they are, Aldolan can't be far. Hold, in the name of the Dominion. The road is perilous. Ebonheart Pact warriors have been harrying travelers, cutting down our soldiers. We ambushed the ambushers and put them to flight, but one of our own was among them. A traitor by the name of Aldolan. I mean to find him. Do just that. The Dominion can't afford mercy for traitors. Justice must be served, and swiftly. He cannot be far from here. There's a reward out for his head. Find him before I do, and there'll be coin in it for you. You look as though you have seen battle, friend. Tell me, did you find Aldolan? You've done the Dominion a great service. No doubt he was feeding the Pact information about our troop movements. That's lives saved. We'll clear out any Pact dumb enough to remain in the area. Thank you.
So much blood. The cries. I can still hear them. Oh, divine, so much pain. There were 6 of us. The Falinesti faithful. Wood Orcs settled on our holy site. We only wanted to talk, to convince them to settle elsewhere. We didn't want any trouble. They captured Halalin, Fanrel, Nielas, and the others. Took them away to torture and who knows what else. Oh, divines, what if they're dead? I should have fought. I should have cut their throats. I ran. Why did I run? I wish I hadn't run. I'm not a fighter, not like Halalin and Nielas. You don't understand. In the past, the Wood Orcs respected the ancient sites. They never would have dared to profane one by settling there. Until now. We wanted to remind them that these Orcs don't care one whit about the ancient ways. A long time ago, but the attackers did not live to tell of it. Used to be that all the Bosmer, not just the faithful, would join to defend the holy sites. The undead changed that. The undead are everywhere. There is no one left to expel the Orcs.
You there! You're not one of these savages! Free me, quickly! Out? No. Not after what they did. These Wood Orcs violated this holy site. They spit on the old ways. They captured the faithful. My brothers, my sisters. And they tortured us. The Wood Orcs will pay in kind. With death. Death from the trees, death from the grass, death from the mist and water and rocks. These Wood Orcs may not fear death. They will fear me. Meet me below the Wood Orc fort. The Orcs must pay. Move! Now!
You? Who are you? I'd not thought anyone was left to help. Thank you.
The Norris and Pariel are gone. The Wood Orcs took them away. I heard them screaming. I do not expect to see them again. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know.
You found me. Good. Killing the rank and file solves nothing. These Wood Orcs celebrate violence. The chieftain is careless with the lives of his warriors. Now, we must strike close to the chieftain's hearth and home. The war chief must not die until he has felt my pain, the pain of my faithful. He will see his family murdered one by one. He will rage and cry. Only then will we grant him death. One life for each of my faithful. Dashgor, his torturer. Rug, his son. Thushlag, his huntwife. Grashla, his hearthwife. When all these are dead, I will permit Chief Gorzesh to die. Solth, you act like this is some kind of riddle to be puzzled out. The only way to stop this from happening again is to send a loud, unambiguous message, the kind even these orc scum can't fail to understand. Help me, or get out of my way. Good. The son, Rug, waits for his father atop a watchtower. Grashla tends hearth in the large building in the center of the orc fortress. Find them, kill them. Bring both their heads back to me. Huntwife Thushlag led the party that captured us. Soon, she will have my blade in her back. As for Dashgor, I have something special planned for him. He thinks he knows how to make captives scream. I will teach him a few new tricks. He left on another hunt. When he returns, I plan to show him the heads we have gathered. Orcs aren't known for self-reflection, but I think you'll get the picture.
We should throw dice for gold. Interested? I try not to be superstitious. That brings bad luck.
Get out! Get out of my house!
Another little schemer. We'll gut you like the others. Nothing is certain until it happens.
Still alive. Good. I have mine as well. We must send a clear message. Gorzesh will return from his hunt soon. I have left him a note of sorts, telling him where he can find his missing kin. It should lure him out of the fort. There is a stone circle sacred to the faithful not far from here. Go there, mount their heads, and touch the center stone. This blood sacrifice will complete an ancient ritual to Ifre. Gorzesh will watch us commit his family to the ooze.
This cannot be! Murderer! I will trample with your bones! My son! You took my son!
Blood for blood. The Wood Orcs have learned what it means to cross the Fallenesti faithful. The Butchers got what they had coming to them. Word will spread, and the Wood Orcs will think twice about settling the Fallenesti sites and slaughtering the faithful. Thank you for your help. At last it is over. At last, I can grieve. When Bosma transgress against the Green Pack, their souls are confined to the ooze. There they remain for eternity, thinking upon their sins. Gorzesh and his kin were among the first orcs to join those damned souls. I will retrieve what bodies I can from the orc camp, then lead Eganor and Nielas back to Woodhalf. If the orcs aren't gone by the time we return with more faithful, so much the worse for them.
Let's ride!
Yeah!
Curse that mammoth. How is something that big so elusive? Tread lightly now. The timber mammoth is as rare and skittish as they come. I nearly had it, but the damn birds spooked it. That's what I said, isn't it? The mammoth went into the water and I lost its trail. Care to try your hand at tracking it? Crouch low and look for traces of its passing. Mammoths aren't the most graceful creatures. Look for tracks, broken branches, and the like. Track it, kill it, and bring me its tusk as proof.
Pretty strong lately. I like it.
Was your hunt successful? Not bad at all, to kill a rare specimen such as that. You'd make a fine member of the Hounds someday. They're a company of trophy hunters. I've been with them for years now, and I've never seen anyone as quick a study as you. I haven't seen tracking like that since Horus was leader of the Hounds. I haven't seen tracking a legendary hound. He's obsessed with this mythical scent.
big mistake.
I will pay whatever you require. Just help me. I will give anything to get her back. Pariel, my bold, brave, beloved Pariel, my wife. The Wood Orcs captured us. They did unspeakable things. They were going to kill me. She couldn't watch me die. She killed them all, but now she's missing. Pariel broke our pact with Ifre. She called upon Hircine, Master of the Hunt. He changed her. Now, by Ifre's command, I must end her before she hurts others. She fled into these caves. She knows my scent. I can't get close. She is not in her right mind, filled with rage at our treatment. Please, if she comes at you, subdue her. Don't kill her. I have no choice. What Pariel did goes against the Green Pact. She made herself into a monster, and she can never change back. I cannot let her wander unchecked or slaughter others. I owe her that. Yes, the story is the Bosmer received their form from Ifre. It symbolizes a break from our wild nature. Pariel called upon the Master of the Hunt. She gave into her wild nature and slaughtered the orcs. She did it to save me. I don't know. The change was not instantaneous. It was wild, fast, brutal. The Wood Orcs were unrecognizable when she was done. But she's my wife. I can't let her suffer. As any hunter would, look for signs in the cave. A broken stalk here, trampled ground there. Anything to show recent passage. Stop! Don't hurt her! Pariel, it's me! Oh, my beloved. What has happened to you? She is wounded. Did you hurt her? Subdued. Yes, I see. I'm sorry. Now, please, leave us. I left my pack at the mouth of the cave. Inside is all the gold I have. All yours. I'm sorry. I was desperate for help. Desperate enough to color the truth. Pariel did this, sacrificed herself to save me. How can Ifrit ask me to kill her? I love her. I can't slaughter her like a common wolf. This is the only way we can be together. I will pray to Hircine and hunt beside my wife for the rest of our days. Now please, leave us. This is between Hircine and myself. Thanks for understanding. After I change, Pariel and I will leave this cave and go deep into Valenwood. But you should go. I don't know that I'll be able to control myself during the transformation.
You walked into the Crypt of Hearts? Don't mind me. Just your average traveling peddler of sundries, I swear. I can prove it, too. Have a look at my wares.
actually appear to still have your wits about you.
I have been a soldier all my life, but never have I seen such a dreadful turn of events. Prince Naaman? An army of undead. It's fortunate Camoran sent the Vinedusk Rangers, because there are simply too few Dominion troops to defend the city. Talk to the Vinedusk. Vodring is in command here. He'll know best what needs to be done. May the gods be with you, friend. May the gods be with us all.
Help shore up these walls, or we're all dead. It's ugly and getting uglier out here. As our living soldiers fall, the ranks of the dead swell. At this rate, we'll all be fighting for the other side by tomorrow's dawn. And that's not even the worst part. It's Prince Naaman. Poor old boy's been raised from the dead himself, but he's not himself. No trace of the hero Irene says he was in life. He's pure evil now, and from what we can tell, he's the one leading the undead army. I haven't a clue, and I don't have time to worry about it. We need to focus on the living, not the dead. Main Akuzri and several soldiers are stranded in the old merchant tunnel up the northern path. Think you could get to them? If you see any soldiers in need, help them out. Anyone who falls, the Heritans will just raise them to fight against us. But the most important thing is getting to the main, though. He dies here. That's one more blow to the Dominion. I don't know. I haven't seen him myself, but I can't tell you how many soldiers have fled from the forest, terrified and bewildered, mumbling to themselves about Naaman. To hear them tell it, the prince, or whatever he's become, is everywhere. After the death of Sylvanar, the Main came to offer his condolences, and his assistance to Valenwood. Then this mess started. He led a scouting patrol into the old merchant tunnels, but they got cut off. It's possible they've all been killed. Not long ago I heard Naaman was leading them. Then he died, and I heard that wasn't true, that he was a hero. Now, I don't know what in oblivion to believe.
The incessant clamor of the undead at the gate finally stops, and you come through the gate. It is a relief to finally see someone new from among the living. Is Akusri correct in thinking you have come to our aid? Good, very good. The tunnel is cleared then, yes? Akusri is eternally grateful. He can make it back to Marbrook and send reinforcements to hold the tunnel. The far greater concern is discovering what has prompted the undead to attack. Yes, this one saw the prince with his own eyes. He is no longer Neymandor. He has been raised and possessed by some darkness. Even so, Akusri does not understand. The prince ordered his forces to attack, and then he disappeared. No one knows, but if destroying Marbrook were his goal, you would expect the prince to remain, yes? No, the prince planned something else, and his plans must be uncovered. You are clearly capable. I think you should undertake this task. You must consult with Indenir. He has already been considering this question. Akusri must warn you. Indenir is very strange, even for a Bosmer. But this one has never met an elf with such understanding of nature. Come, let me introduce you. Indenir, the tunnel is finally clear. Akusri will return to Malbrook and send soldiers to reinforce this location.
Yes, that makes sense. Perhaps it's better if I go out into the pass and try to discover why Naaman ordered the undead to attack in the first place.
Yes, both of you go. Find out what Naaman is planning and report to Malbrook. Don't try to do all this on your own. And of course, may bright moons light your path.
I appreciate the main sentiment and the support of the Dominion, but ultimately, it falls on us to protect Valenwood. Since the Sylvanar's death, I get the sense that Queen Irene feels she owes us something. But we Bosmer are not helpless. Of course not. And I'm grateful for your assistance. It's true that I can't do this alone. I just think marching the entire army into the forest would be a mistake. Come though, we mustn't tarry. We must discover the Shade's true motivation. I don't think it's that simple. The Shade has assumed Naaman's form. It retains some of Naaman's memories, but it's a different entity now, with different motivations. The Shade is undead, so we must consult the dead to discern its intentions. Drilladan Pass is old. Many Bosmer died here, and some cannot be raised by any magic. They are the accursed souls who violated the Green Pact. Come with me and we will try to commune with them. Perhaps they will know what the Shade truly plans. Oh, there are many ways. Perhaps they cut down a tree, or ate berries from the local plants. Sometimes their intentions were good, but Valenwood is unforgiving. If they violate the pact, they cannot pass from this plane. No, they are tethered to their remains, and they cannot pass into death, nor can they return to life. Thus they remain witness to all that transpires among living and dead alike, but unable to participate. Come, let us see what they know of Naaman. I've been underground too long. I can't wait to get back out into the forest. I think we're in luck. Though most of the local wildlife has fled from the undead, the torchbugs have remained. Many people do not know this, but torchbugs are among the most perceptive creatures in the forest. They're amazing. I can ask one of them to lead you to the remains of the cursed dead. If you can find the skulls or some such, bring them to the stone table. I will go ahead and prepare so we can commune with them. Just trust me on this. It'll work. You'll see. Let's see if I can speak to this one. Come here, little one. Yes, that would be so helpful. Thank you. Off it goes. Follow it to find... Condemned. Hear me. Your only hope of being released is to tell us why the dead have been risen.
Ha! We need no release. The Shade of Naaman heralds a new age. An age where we will be restored, and you are the ones who will be judged.
Hold on, how do you know that? Did the Shade actually tell you that?
He doesn't have to. When the forest is transformed, who do you think will inhabit the Shadowwood? We will.
Naaman does not have the power to release any of you, but I do. Help us and you'll have your chance at freedom.
I'll tell you, don't listen to that fool. The Shade seeks to corrupt the forest, to create a new realm. It's called the Shadowwood.
I suspected something like this. It explains what we've seen. The Shade of Naaman does not seek destruction, it seeks transformation. We need to close these shadow rifts quickly. First though, I promise their souls release. Not easily, but I promise them. Since I will fulfill the sentence, I think you should decide whether any of them should be released.
We told you what you wished to know. Little good that it will do you. But we were promised release. Please, you must release me. I shifted, which is strictly forbidden by the Green Pact. I was cocky, did it to prove that I could, that's all. It was a mistake. I understand that now. Please, I've suffered enough.
It's odd to watch the slaughter of your people through the empty sockets of your own skull. My family was slaughtered by the Wood Orcs, and I burned down their village, every last structure, every last tree for revenge. I shouldn't have harmed the forest. I should have rallied my people in a morning war and feasted on my enemies.
Do you not see what's upon you? Look around. The shadow will consume all Tamriel and usher in a new age. An age where the dead will be redeemed and the living will suffer. The other races laugh at us. Why do we depend on them for wood we could easily take for ourselves? The Green Pact is for the weak. We are not the servants of the forest. The Green should serve us.
Glad that's done. The pleading of the condemned is almost too much to bear. One way or another, they are returned to the forest. I won't question your judgment. Their fates are decided, but the fate of Valenwood is what concerns me. These shadow rifts the Skulls mentioned, we must close them quickly. That's where the Shade's realm is bleeding into ours. I haven't quite figured that out. I can feel them though. They feel like wounds in the forest. I have some small ability to mend the green, but it requires all of me. I'm going to need your protection. It pains me to see the forest suffer like this. I can sense the green itself calling out for vengeance.
Pumping, right?
I will purge them.
Leave the Shadow Rifts alone or you will suffer.
Now you will experience the Shadowwood for yourself.
What foul magic is this? Is this the Shadowwood? It is. This is what the Shade seeks, to transform Valenwood into this, a realm of darkness and evil. It's inconceivable. I do not know. I never imagined this realm would be so elaborate. How could he create this? Where does he get such power? We have to stop this, whatever it takes. Perhaps we can find the source of it. Yes, we must. Perhaps there is a gateway back to our realm, back to Valenwood. Some place where life and death intersect. That's it! The stone table! I must go. I'll meet you there.
You're about to become a permanent resident.
It seems our circumstances are even worse than I imagined. The corruption of the Shadowwood expands across the forest. I fear it's too late to contain it. We must find the Shade of Naaman himself, here on this plane, if we are to stop him. I know not, but I certainly aim to find out. First, though, you must report what we've learned to Marbrook. We need to at least keep them informed. Don't worry, when the time is right, the forest will help me find you again. Until then, be safe.
I can't believe my eyes. The undead are actually receding. For a while there, I thought you were making a last stand here. I'm betting it wasn't our brilliant tactics that drove them away, though. Conquering Marbrook wasn't their top priority, was it? Then it's as the Main suggested. Magical forces are at work here that we can't fight with sheer numbers. I shouldn't be surprised. I'm just glad we have you and Indenir on our side to sort this out. Yes, I think maybe Ifri smiles on us after all. I wish this victory didn't feel so hollow. Other than keeping the undead at bay, it seems there's little we can do to battle this darkness. We are here to support you and Indenir, though, if you need us. Are you going to rejoin him now?